What does it take to be an exceptional salesperson, and how do you become a closer? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California. Perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about closing. Now, here's the thing. I had the opportunity to ride with a sales guy the other day, and this guy paid for my time, which was cool, and paid for the effort for me to be there to work with him, which was way cool, right? But here's the thing. I get in the vehicle with him, and he was way down on himself. He was way negative about his own personal life. And so what you need to know is the first sale that you have to make in sales is yourself. And that starts when you wake up in the morning. You have to make some decisions. And I don't know of any top salespeople, I don't know of any closers who wake up in the morning like, I just want to be average today. I really don't want to put in the work or the effort. I just want to be average today. It is a belief process. This is what I'm going to have to do to prepare. I have my morning phone call. I've got one guy that I talk to every single morning at 6:15. It doesn't matter where I'm at. He calls me at 6:15. We talk through what's going on. It could be like we're talking through his own personal life. It could be that we're talking through his sales process, but we talk every morning at 6:15, Monday through Friday. 6:15 on the dot, the guy calls me, we talk, we chat it up, okay? And I can tell there's some times where he's just not in, and I call him out. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then he tells me, I'm like, hey, you know what? I expect excellence from you today. You got to have to give me excellence. And this is like, for real, this is the conversation that we have. Look, I expect excellence from you today. You're paying me for the coaching. I expect you to put in the work. And like instantly, I could hear it in his voice. He's decided to be a closer, right? So there is a certain amount of mental capability that you have to have that you got to decide that you want to close. And if you make that decision, hey, I want to mail it in, it's a problem. So the guy that I was riding with last week, I could tell that he wasn't really mentally in the mood to do some sales. So I said, stop. Before we go anywhere, pull over. We're going to have a conversation, right? And I gave him this conversation. I'm giving you like a short version of it. He was paying for coaching, so I'm giving you the short version of it. So I gave him the conversation. Hey, look, you know what? You are mentally not in the game right now. What is it going to take to get you in the game? Let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about what you got going on. Let's talk. So we had about an hour conversation before we went to the call. We got there right on time. Boom, dude closed the deal. He just was not ready mentally to go close that deal. Had he would have gone in the state that he was in, he would have mailed in the job. He wouldn't have asked for the business. He wouldn't have outperformed and outworked the competition. He was up against a cheap guy. And the guy that he was up against had nothing to offer, right? Cheap people typically have nothing to offer. That's what you need to know. Super sales secret number 1 million right there. Most cheap people have nothing to offer. That's why they're cheap. So he pointed out, like, look, these are all the things that you're missing out when you go the cheap. And the guy goes, I don't want that. Boom, sale made, okay? So the first sale in the morning starts with you. Your first capability to close a deal happens here. And so I brought this up quite a few times in a lot of my videos. The movie Creed, it's a Rocky movie. There is a point where Rocky takes Creed's son, right, and takes him, little baby Creed, and says, like, look in the mirror. It's you against you. It's not you against the boxer. It's you against you. So in the sales world, it's the same thing. It's not you against the competition per se. It's you against you. And a lot of times, salespeople will look for reasons to bounce out of the sale. Exceptional salespeople look for reasons to stay in the sale. Everybody else at this point is going to balance out. The guy's difficult. He's asking a lot of questions. He may be cheap, right? But it's your job to point out the differences. It's my job to point out things that are important to the people that I work with and the people that I train sales for. It's your job to do the same thing for the owners, the business owners, for the people that come and meet with you, right? Whoever your client is, put in that blank right there. So it's you against you in sales. And that thing that happens, you are the first sell in the morning to make when you wake up or at night. I don't know what hours you work, right? You could work some funky hours. It's your decision first thing when you wake up to be exceptional. So I want to let you know something. I'm going to let you in on a secret. The people that I coach and the people that I work with, this is how we always end a call, right? So if I'm talking to my coaching guy at 6:15 in the morning, I'll say, Guy, I expect excellence from you today. And he will say, hey, Scott, I expect excellence from you as well. And you know what? We both say at the same time, you're going to get it. So just so you know, you're watching the video, I want to help you out. I expect excellence from you today. I really do. I expect excellence from you today. I expect you to go out and do your job and do some work and close some deals and outwork the competition because most salespeople are lazy. So you got one thing to do from here. One thing to do besides giving me excellence today. There's a subscribe button somewhere on the box down below. Somewhere around here, there's a box. Click on that box so every time new content comes out, you'll get an update and it'll say, hey, Sylvan Bell sent you out a new video. You should check it out. So there you go. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.